like that. But it's good to see you. Glad to get you on as well.
I keep saying I keep saying that we need to get you on our show too.
Yeah. Whenever you know how it is. We'll make it work, man. But thanks for coming on. T Rod's in the chat room already
What's
saying
up,
what's
T
up.
Rod?
Yeah, he was like, man, he said, I can't wait to get Nathan, because we were having the connection issues. But I said, that's technology. It happens. You know what I mean?
Hey
So
guys, I'm in Florida right now, so anything
yeah,
can happen.
anything could happen. Right. I said, I know we'll make it work somehow, some way. But thanks for coming on the show, man. I got Nathan Ramachandra. I don't know how many times we've been on each other's show. I've lost count, and it's been over 10 times each at least. So, but this guy's one of the most hardest working people in podcasting right now. The NR Hour Sports Show. It's on all social media platforms. He's on now on Spreaker, Spotify, and all social media platforms, and also on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. So this guy's done way over 800 episodes. So thanks for coming back on the show, man. Really appreciate
it. Thank you for having me. And I was listening to your opening segment, and you hit it right on the head. Good time to be a sports fan, and with a lot of sports back, and obviously UFC. I can't wait for UFC tonight, and I think McGregor. It's gonna be an interesting fight. Obviously, we're going to talk about that later, but it's like you said, it's good to be a sports fan. Good time, and with the playoffs, NBA playoffs, NFL season coming around, you got baseball mid-season already, and then it's just good to see fans. But the main thing is good to see fans back into these stadiums. So
yeah, and it's been like full capacity. Like the NBA Finals, like in the playoffs itself, has been very full with crowds and fans. As you said, it's good to see that as well. You got the Olympics coming up, but then Japan had to ban fans from the Olympic events due to COVID outbreaks and things like that. That's the Olympics coming up in 2 weeks, so still going to be good to see fans back in the stands. And but the Olympics. That's one of those things. Wish that they could have fans, but you got to stay safe. Got to keep the athletes safe, and they got to stay safe. And they're in Japan, they're definitely dealing with COVID really heavy, like what we did earlier in the year. So, but thanks for coming on. And so, how does it feel now to have your podcast now on all these social media platforms? Now, like I said, with helping you out with Spreaker, and now you're on Spotify and Anchor and everything.
It's amazing, and it's a great feeling. Obviously, as you know, the fans in this group know, we have a team of 7 people helping us out with the show, and eventually we're going to get to your point where we can do segments. Like I want to do segments. I want to do segments with the team, not only interviews. I want to do segments with the team, like where you're doing a regular show with commercial breaks. We're going to get to that point, like what you're doing now, and it's just great to be on those platforms now to get more recognition, and that was our goal, and we did it. And the next goal now is High Art Radio. So we're still waiting on High Art Radio. It's a long process, as you know. Hopefully soon. Hopefully High Art Radio takes us in pretty soon. They want to look at everything. So, but we're just great as a team. We're just grateful to be part of this platforms now, and I'm going to keep saying this. Shout out to you guys, BS3 Radio. One of the best out there. You guys have a great team too. Ben, especially Ben, man, he's the hardest working too. And you also, Courtney, you guys are the best. And it's good to be working with you guys too. And we're just grateful to be on the same platforms like you guys.
So. Yeah, I'm glad that, like you said, when we were chatting, you were talking about just getting back, just wanting to get more of a more platforms, just more opportunities and things like that. And I said, wait, won't you join Spreaker? Spreaker can, and that can distribute it to Spotify, it can distribute to Google Play and all these other different, avenues. It's just like I said, just more opportunities and more outlets to get your stuff out there. We have Instagram, we have Facebook, we do all those things, Twitter, YouTube, which is great. But then it's good to have Spotify now on your side and all these things.
Yeah, actually, the main thing, like I said before, I know that we're only like an interview-based kind of show right now, but I want to spread it out, be like you guys, and have commercial breaks. Eventually, have a regular show, like just a regular show what other people have. So.
Yeah. And like I said, I know you'll definitely figure it out. But yeah, congrats on, like I said, the move to Spreaker and all those other all those other outlets and things like that. So, yeah, T Rod said in the chat, he said, yeah, the National Volleyball Association. Yeah, it's another one.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
they're playing the semis this week. So, and he says that shout out to you. You have over 800 episodes, and he has this show Set Point, show dedicated to volleyball, is on iHeartRadio. So he's in IE Sports Radio as well.
yeah,
So shout out to T Rod and his show. He be grinding
yeah.
it out too.
Shout out to Taryn. Yeah, he does a great job too.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, let's get into these topics. So let's start with the NBA Finals. We gotta go there. And the Phoenix Suns, like I was saying earlier, Phoenix Suns are up 2-0 and they're dominating. Like they're on the verge. They're 2 wins away from winning their first championship in history. What'd you think of this final so far and the Suns' performance? And do the Bucks even have a chance to come back?
No, I got the Suns at 5. I think the Bucks will win tomorrow night at home. I think they're going to have a sense of energy, sense of energy tomorrow, being back home down 2-0. I think they usually feed off well with the fans, and you saw it in the Nets series. No one won the Nets couldn't win a road game in Milwaukee. So I think that the Suns. I think, you know what? This is what I'm going to say. I got the Suns at 5. But I think Game 3, the most pressure on the I don't know. Obviously, people are going to say the Bucks, but the pressure is on the Suns right now because Game 3, if the Suns win Game 3, then I think that's a sweep. But I have a feeling that the Bucks will come out with better Avengers, and they're going to win Game 3, and eventually the Suns will win 2 more to wrap it up. But I'm giving the Bucks 1 game, but man, something about the Suns team, they're having a magical season. It's like one of these Cinderella runs in college basketball. This is and Monte Williams, man, shout out to him. He's a heck of a coach, and he had Chris Paul in New Orleans with the Hornets, and to have him back, and Chris Paul is playing out of he wants his ring. He's like the shark in the water smelling blood. He wants his ring so bad, and I think he's going to get it. And finally, I'm really proud of him, and because he's overcome a lot in his career, and finally to finally get to this point and hopefully win a ring, man. That if he wins this ring, he's one of by far the best point guards I ever seen play.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. And Chris Paul being the leader that he is, and everywhere he went, he did turn the franchises around. Clippers, or whether it was the Houston Rockets, they were close, and he's always been close. OKC last year, they were on the verge. They were supposed to be really terrible last season, but they got to the playoffs and probably should have won their series against Houston last season in the bubble. So they took 7 games, and now he turned his Phoenix Suns team around where they haven't been good in years. But you saw something. They were getting close. When they got to the bubble, they went 8-0. And, Devin Booker just needed another guy, a leader like Chris Paul, to lead. Because we know how good Devin Booker is, the scorer.
He's a
flat-out stud, assassin of a scorer. And now you get Chris Paul in the mix with his leadership skills and doing all those things, what he does best. And now, and like I said, Monty Williams as such a heck of a coach. Now, they're on the verge of winning, and I picked the Bucks because I've been on them all season. I figured that they would have enough with Drew Holiday and Middleton and with Giannis to at least. I had picked the Bucks at 7. I gotta go still stick with my prediction. So, but the Bucks got to win these next 2. They have to win. If they don't win Game 3, it's over. I mean, of course, it's over. But the Suns, they just seem like the better all around team. But Middleton and Holiday have to step up and play like they played against Brooklyn and against Atlanta, and it can't just be Giannis and everybody else. It's got to be those guys and Lopez and Bobby Portis. These guys got to get in there and continue to just be more consistent. But that's been the Bucks' problem. They just have been inconsistent all season, and is whether it's Giannis having a really good game or Middleton and Drew Holiday. They haven't always put it together. Yeah, so I think that's the issue. The Phoenix Suns, they got guys. They just got a bunch of good guys and a bunch of Bridges and Ayton and
I love Jay Crowder, man. Jay Crowder is a dog on the court.
He is. He can defend multiple positions, and he defends Giannis, and he can defend Middleton wherever you need him. He defends. So yeah, I gotta give it the Suns. So I think the Bucks win Game 3. I
Yeah.
think you said their sense of urgency. I think Middleton, Andrew Holiday will step up tomorrow. And because if not, that's what makes it a series. They got to try to make this a series. They definitely got to win tomorrow.
Yeah, so I got the Bucks. Like I said, I think the Bucks will win tomorrow, but I got the Suns winning the next 2 games to wrap it up. Let me ask. Here's an interesting. This is what I'm always curious about. Looking at Chris Paul's career, how come he couldn't? Obviously, he turned around the Clippers, Houston, and Thunder. But the interesting question: how come he was able to get far with the Suns? Could it be the roster construction, or what could it be where he couldn't get over the hump with the other teams that he played with, but the Suns though?
It could be a number of things. I think it could be the maybe the roster construction. I mean, remember Chris Paul, he's gotten injured too in certain big moments. Like okay, that the series when he was with the Rockets in the Warriors, that series when they were up 3-2 and Chris Paul was just balling out of his mind, and they had the Warriors on the rope. So, as some still say, if he's healthy, they win that series. And who knows? I mean, it went back to Oakland at that time, Game 6, and he still had Steph, KD, Clay. I still feel like the Warriors would have won that series, but others think like the Rockets should have won that series. They probably would have won that series. So I think it's that. I think he says coaching. Doc Rivers sometimes, coaching with the Clippers, and that whole dynamic just didn't work out. OKC only had the 1 year, so can't really fault him for that. He did turn them around. And look, they were terrible when he leaves. They were horrible this season. So Chris Paul, just I think it's just moments, injuries, bad luck, coaching. It's just a little bit of everything. What do you think? What do you think it was?
I think it could be the Monte Williams effect. I think it worked out well with him when he was with the Hornets, and I think being back with Monte Williams gave him that surge, that energy back, and being around a young team maybe that could be it too. With Devin Booker, a great young star, and then being with Mikal Bridges, helping Campaign build up his campaign. By the way, he's having a great playoffs. This guy, he's learning a lot from a great point guard. Campaign is no one thought Campaign would pan out, but he's panning out now. Yeah, with the Suns, with Chris Paul, with him. So, I think if they pull off the championship, the number one goal of this offseason, I know he wants a 4-year deal, but find a way to keep Chris Paul in Phoenix. So.
Yes, you got to, because if not, he's going to go somewhere else. And there's already teams. There's already rumors of teams looking at someone like Chris Paul. I know the Knicks. I know there's other teams that, the Knicks are always in the mix with somebody, always want to be somebody. But he's looking for Lakers, I've heard. And there's all these other teams that want Chris Paul, because if he wins this championship in his 16th year, because he, like you said, he sees blood in the water. He's attacking. He wants that championship, and for his career, his legacy, and he's one of the greatest point guards of all time. So with that ring and that championship, that definitely puts him in. Shout out to Ben, who's in the chat room as well.
Hey Ben, what's up, Ben?
Video, in the chat room. He's got a show tonight. He's gonna be talking NBA Finals and other things too. So check it out. Late Night with BS3 tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So it'll be on Facebook Live.
You joining that one?
No, he's got a couple other guests. I'm not on this one. So, but Taryn says that he has Suns in 6. He thinks the Bucks will win
Suns in 5.
Yeah, he thinks the Suns will win. Bucks will win Game 4. Suns win Game 5, and the Bucks win. Yeah, so he's got them in 6. So he got the Suns in 6. So it's been an interesting season. A lot of injuries for the playoffs and throughout the season as well. So the Suns, they went through and beat all the teams, and no matter who was injured, they dealt with some stuff too. Chris Paul had COVID and was injured, so the Suns dealt with a lot of different things too. So, but they're in the finals and 2 games away. So we'll see if Giannis can get the Bucks back on track. But let's talk about this UFC. Let's move on to some UFC. I know you're excited about this. Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier 3. McGregor won the first fight. Poirier won the second one in convincing fashion. So now it's the rubber match. So who you got winning this fight? This is exciting. Big card, UFC 264.
Yep.
Who do you got winning? You got Conor McGregor.
I think Conor McGregor. He's ready for this shit, and he is. Dude, I think this is the card that we've been waiting for. UFC 264. Man, I cannot wait. And I know Dustin Poirier. Obviously, Dustin Poirier is a great fighter. Don't get me wrong, but I think Conor McGregor, he's going to come out with a vengeance. He's ready. Both fighters are ready. Obviously, they're going to put on a show. I believe. I think this is going to be a great. It's like this is like the Super Bowl for UFC. I think, in my opinion, two heavyweight fighters, two greats, and at the end of the day, I think Conor McGregor. I got him not TKO, but I got him submission. So.
Yes, I like Conor McGregor too. I'm gonna be talking with Joey Heron, and he covers UFC and boxing. I'll be talking to him later.
Excuse my language from before. So.
Oh no, you're good, all good, man. So, but yeah, so we're gonna be chatting about that too. The UFC card. He covers a lot of boxing, UFC, and I got McGregor as well. I think McGregor wins this match because McGregor right now has struggled. Has struggled since coming back from the boxing with Floyd Mayweather a couple of years ago. And he's at least 3-3 in his last 6 fights, something like that, 3-4. So does McGregor still have that hunger in him anymore? Does he still has that invincibility anymore? No, he doesn't have all that. But I just can't see him losing again this fight. But then Dustin Poirier is a real, talented fighter, real good fighter. And he's like he said, he wasn't ready the first fight. He just wasn't ready for McGregor. Second fight, he went in there and dominated him. McGregor's got to take him out, like you said, in the first couple of rounds. I think that's what he has to do. He's got to use those hands. He's got to the striking has to be on point for him to win because Poirier will, if he can withstand again, if he withstands the striking of McGregor those first few rounds, he wins this fight because he'll take him on the ground. He's good at striking. If he gets it on the ground, he's gonna dominate. But if it gets to those later rounds, that's where Poirier will win that fight. So I feel McGregor's got to take him out the first couple of rounds. I think he will do that. But if he doesn't, it's a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, they're gonna put on a show, but McGregor's gonna come out after his fight. After he wins, hopefully he's gonna do his McGregor bourbon or whatever he drinks. So.
Yes. So that's how it's going to be. And I think McGregor pulls this one off, and yeah, I think because he's still super talented, and that's the thing. He said he looks more focused too. He said he looked past Poirier in the last fight, and so we'll see. So shout out to Miss Mocha Bella, another loyal listener to the shows. So thanks for tuning in. Also, we have Melvin in the chat room as well. So shout out to him. Thanks for tuning in.
Is well. Miss Bella's in there?
Yeah, Miss Mocha Bella's in the chat room.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah. She said what's up. She says the Suns are just a more talented team, more hungrier as well. T-Rod said he has McGregor via KO.
Oh wow.
Okay. So there's all so these are some of the chats, and she was talking a sweep. For Ms. Mocabella said, I don't think they're gonna get swept. I definitely don't feel like they're too talented to get swept. And Giannis has been unstoppable. They hadn't stopped him, and like I said, he's coming off injury and he's playing on one leg. It's just all the other pieces have to step up for the Bucks to make it competitive. They're gonna make it competitive. They got to, like I said, they got to win tomorrow night. They don't win tomorrow night. It could be a sweep. It could definitely be not 5, definitely 5. So your prediction could come true if they got to win both of these games. And remember, they did come back against Brooklyn. I know Phoenix is a different team, but they did come back against Brooklyn. So we'll see what happens as well. So, but yeah, we had the UFC. So let's move on to your Cowboys. Let's talk about this NFL season. They are on Hard Knocks. Yeah, so what do you think of them being on HBO Hard Knocks?
Jerry Jones wants the fame again, but I looked. So the last times we were on Hard Knocks, we had some horrible seasons. So I'm hoping this is not like the curse to another horrible season because, to be honest, we don't need to be in Hard Knocks, man. We got to focus. This team has to focus, and they don't need all the attention. We already have the attention. So I don't know what Jerry Jones is doing here, but – man, I think we need to start winning games, and we got to have a winning season now. So Let's see what happens. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what they do on Hard Knocks. But I'm just looking forward to the season, and I'm excited. A new defensive coordinator, Dan Quinn, in there, having them work hard. I'm already seeing improvements there on the defense when it comes to practicing. And Dak Prescott looks good. He's healthy. Zeke looks excellent in camp. I've been hearing, and Zeke is going to be having a monster year. I feel like the offense is there. The offense is one of the best out there when healthy, but the defense is always a question. So, but with Dan Quinn being there now, I think he's going to solidify that defense. I think he's going to try and build the Seattle defense he had. But I'm not going to say we're going to be the Legion of Boom 2.0, but I think he can build the type of defense that he had, and we have the players to do that. And I think with drafting 6 players in the first 6 rounds of the draft, we focus on defense. And I think hopefully we have a better year. Obviously, NFC East is always tough with your Eagles and the Giants and Washington. I know that everybody's riding off your Eagles, but don't count out your Eagles because they always play tough. So we just have to be ready. And like I said, I'm excited. I'm pumped up to play the Super Bowl champs week 1. So that's going to be a great matchup. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. And got some comments in the chat room. Said Hard Knocks is a curse. Miss Mocabella says, and yeah, T. Ross said the same thing. Hard Knocks is a curse. He said that the trash talking will come week 2. Smack talk, Chargers and Cowboys week 2. So be ready for the trash talk. You're gonna get that in the chats and in the our Instagram and stuff like that. But yeah, the Cowboys, it's gonna be interesting. Like them on Hard Knocks. I didn't know what team was gonna do it. I said Cowboys won't be able. They won't do it. But now it's Jerry Jones, and I don't know if they. If you need, they don't need it, like you say. They don't need the Hard Knocks because they get enough attention as it is. They don't need this. It's just more extra attention to them. They got high expectations because that offense, like you said, that offense should be explosive again. If Dak Prescott stays healthy and everybody else is healthy, they got a great group of receivers. Zeke wants to make that, have that comeback year again after struggling. With some health issues, and then the offense just struggling once Dak went down, and all the attention was on him. But it's gonna be an interesting season, and we'll see what they do at Hard Knocks. It's like I said, it's just more attention. It's just more media attention for that team.
Jerry Jones is all about the fame, media. So here's the thing: whatever he wants, he gets. So
yeah. That's so true, and he wants all that media attention. So, but Miss Mocha had a question for you. She said, "How did you become a Cowboys fan?"
Oh, okay. So that's a good question. And I just want to say, so my father growing up, he went to boarding school in Arkansas, and the only thing he watched was football. And he started watching Texas Longhorns football when he was at boarding school, after boarding school. And then after that, he started watching Dallas Cowboys football when Troy Aikman was there, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, Larry Allen, Ed Too Tall Jones was that era he started watching. And basically I was born a Cowboys fan because he said if you become a team of another fan in the NFC East, you're going to be kicked out. So I was forced to be a Cowboys fan. So I bleed. So Miss Bocabella, to your question, I bleed blue and silver until I die because of my father. So.
No doubt. And that's what it seems like it's always with us when we become fans. It's either a family member or a friend. So for me, it was like with the Eagles, it was my aunt. She lived in Philly for many, many years. And when she would come to visit, because, originally I'm from upstate New York. So there's a lot of different fans in upstate New York. You got Giants, you got the Bills fans, you got Jets fans, you got Cowboy fans there, you got Eagles fans there. So it's all over. So when I was young, probably like 8, 9 years old, my great aunt, she was a Eagles fan, and she would come in, and so my first game was Eagles Giants back in '89, 89 and 90.
Oh, wow.
So and then I attached to that team with the Randall Cunningham era. So that's how I become an Eagles fan from my aunt. So so it's good that family ties is what we become fans of.
That's awesome, and actually. You're gonna like this. Kia, right? She's part of of our team, and we went to some NFL event 2-3 weeks ago. We met Marquise Johnson, a former Eagle. If you know him.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
Yeah, so he was he was a great player back in the day, and it was an honor talking to him. And I told him I'm a Cowboy fan. He said he respects it. So he said he respects it, but because he was a Cowboy fan growing up himself, he said so. Yeah. So no, I was gonna say to all the people that were trying to convince me to change teams, that's never happening because like I said, I believe blue and silver until I die. So I'm a Cowboy fan for life.
Yep, just like I'm a Eagles fan. Fly Eagles fly. I shout that out all the time. So
how about the Cowboys?
yes, fly Eagles fly. And T-Rod said for him, he became a fan of the NFL. There was no team from LA, so he cheered for the closest team, and it was the Chargers. Keep in mind the Rams were in LA at the time. Yeah,
hey, Taryn, that's a good team to root for, man. This team is on the rise. So
they are, man. They definitely on the rise. And the interesting thing, he said the Cowboys got a brutal first two games, Tampa Bay and then the Chargers. So
I mean, if we can go 1-1, that's fine. But hopefully we can get 2 games. But like I said, 1-1 is perfect. So
yeah, definitely. All right, I only got 2 more topics for you, man, and then I'll let you go enjoy that good weather in Florida and everything, and enjoy your family time. But talk about the Olympics with Japan banning fans because of seriousness of COVID, the outbreaks.
Yeah.
What you think they made the right move?
Here, Courtney, this is, to be honest, this whole situation is crazy to me. And first of all, why have the event in Tokyo where the numbers are rising again with the COVID situation? That's a horrible. I think that's a bad planning right there to me. Obviously, they were planning this for a while, and we didn't know about the COVID. So, but still, I don't know, because the numbers are rising. There's like 4 or 5 positive tests right now that are coming out, I'm hearing, and this is crazy. And the Olympics are not the same without fans. It's not. It's. I don't know. I know they're already paid for it. I think they're still going to go on with this, but it's not going to be the same, man, without fans. With fans in there, it's some kind of different electricity for all these athletes that are playing in there. But it's all about the money, right? So I guess they're going to keep doing it and see what happens. And we hadn't had Olympics in 2 years, right? 2 years.
Last year, was supposed to be in 2020, and with COVID, the COVID outbreak, and they had to cancel it last year, and a lot of people think they should have canceled it this year, but they're losing so much money, and they're gonna have to put some type of event on, and with or without fans. And I know that they have they're in a state of emergency in Tokyo, in Japan itself, but like you said, the opening ceremony is July 23rd. And that, they built this new stadium, $1.4 billion, and NBC and all the networks that broadcast this, they lost a lot of money last year too. So they're gonna put on a show, they're gonna put on an event, and as you said, it's not gonna be the same. I'm gonna still watch because I just love the events.
I love the Olympics. Yep.
Yeah, like a lot of the events. I watch a lot. Me and my wife loves the Olympics.
USA basketball, USA soccer,
swimming, track and field, so many events, volleyball, the beach volleyball, all these events, tennis. So it's going to be golf. There's going to be so much going on. And but now, I know the Olympic Committee, they wanted to have fans, but I think it's the best thing to do because you're going to have the athletes coming over from a lot of different countries coming over, and with the outbreaks and stuff, they're going to be in a bubble in a sort of way.
I'm just curious. I just want to bring up this. I want to ask you something. So does that mean the athletes, if they can't travel back right to the U.S., they got to stay here now in Tokyo? When
I don't know. I think once they're there, they wouldn't be traveling back and forth. But once they're there, they're there. I think once the ceremonies are over, they'll travel back home. But the fans, they've already had banned fans from the States traveling. So now they're just banning fans just in general.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be it's going to look different, but I'm just glad that they're going to have some sort of Olympics because, like I said, for being canceled last year, losing so much money. I mean, they lost billions of dollars in sponsors last year. They got to have something. So, but I know that's going to be interesting. But Ms. Mocha asked, what part of Florida are you visiting?
Right now,
she lives in Florida.
Right now I'm in Orlando at my grandparents' house, but next week I might go visit my friends in West Palm. I got friends in Orlando too, and Tampa, so I'm gonna go all over the place. Well, I'm here for 3 weeks, and then we're gonna go party. So hopefully clubbing. So
Yeah, gotta be clubbing in
where
Florida.
where in Florida is Miss Mocabella? Maybe I can meet up before.
Miami. Yeah, she's in
Right?
Miami.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So she's near South Beach and everything. So yeah, shout out to Florida and everything. And they've
It's
been
a hot
open.
spot right now.
Yeah, they've been open, man. They never shut down. They've been open since. Yeah, so that nice weather and everything too. But yeah, she made a great point with the Olympics. She said they know COVID's still out there. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's big,
yeah.
big in Tokyo. They have to take precaution, keep the athletes safe. Yeah, that's why they're going to be in a bubble without fans. So, but we're gonna get the Olympics. It's just going to be a little bit different. So, but last topic I want to discuss is this Maria Taylor. I want to get your take on this.
Yeah.
Rachel Nichols, Maria Taylor. So we had the big bombshell story that leaked out on July 4th, actually. And Rachel Nichols made some comments. She was talking to LeBron James, one of his advisors, and she was being recorded, and she was making some comments about race and, about Maria Taylor and diversity and things like that, basically saying that, she didn't want, she wanted that position that Maria Taylor's in, and saying that ESPN dropped the ball and all these things. And now, and all it's been a mess of this. And so this happened last year.
Yeah.
And everything. So now Rachel Nichols, she got removed from the NBA Finals, being the sideline reporter because of these comments, things like that. Maria Taylor, her contract's up from ESPN after the finals. So who knows if she's gonna come back because of all these things. So what's your whole take on this whole situation?
Man, when I first saw this story, man, I was like, "What the hell is going on again?" I thought we were past this stuff here, but like whenever we're looking for positive news, something negative drops, and there we go again about race. Really, Rachel Nichols, she should know better. Like, come on. Why are you doing? Why are you saying you're talking about race and sending direct comments to Maria Taylor, who you work with as a co-worker sometimes? And to be honest, I think I thought we have to get past this. It's all about.
Oh, I think I lost Nathan here.
Hello.
Yep, still here. Yep,
gotcha. Can you hear me? Oh,
yep,
yeah. So,
I can hear you.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, it's all about diversity and you coming together as a community and just working together. And this happens, and I think obviously Rachel Nichols owned up to it, but still it's not enough. And I think she needs to actually, you know what she needs to do? Have a one-on-one conversation with Maria Taylor in person to go over the situation. And I think to overcome this, she has to have the nerve to come to go there one-on-one, talk to Maria Taylor, and apologize to her in person. I think that's the way to go, in my opinion, to make this work. But obviously, she still works on the Jump Show, and Kendrick Perkins, Richard Jefferson. I saw that episode when they were on with her. They had her back, and obviously, Rachel Nichols apologized when she was on that show. But in my opinion, to make this whole thing work, she has to do a one-on-one conversation with Maria Taylor in person. That's what needs to happen. That's what I'm telling them right now. And kudos to Maria Taylor, man. She's one of the best out there. I love what she does. And pay her as much money as she wants. Her contract deserves to be up. And like you said, she's getting a new contract. And we just have to get past this situation, man. I'm tired of hearing this stuff. And I think my idea works. It's a strong case. I'm hoping Rachel Nichols does that. Hopefully she recognizes that she needs to go there in person to apologize to Maria Taylor. I think that's what needs to happen. So.
I know, and yeah, I agree. And it's one of those things I talked about throughout the week. But I agree with some of the comments in here. It says Rachel Nichols got caught. Yeah, she did. She showed her true colors. She did a lot of different things and has been in her with even her apology. She did like a maybe a minute or 2 minute apology.
Yeah,
I don't
I
even think she should have just it should have just been her. I don't
yeah,
think she needed Richard Jefferson. She didn't need Kendrick Perkins. It should have just been the camera should have been on her. She should have did a 5 or 10 minute apology and just a heartfelt apology if she really felt like she wanted to apologize. And the thing is, the beef shouldn't even be with Maria Taylor. Maria Taylor didn't do anything. Maria Taylor just went in doing her job because she's the super talent. She's super talent. Rachel Nichols is talented. Like Rachel Nichols has been in the industry for over 20 years and has fought to get to where she is. And so, but her beef shouldn't have been with Maria Taylor, and it shouldn't have been with the whole diversity. She should have took it with ESPN management. She should have took it to upper management. That's where the beef should have been at. That's what she should have commented on that.
yeah.
Not the whole, all the whole diversity and the reason why Maria Taylor got the job because of her race. No, that's not true because Maria Taylor got the job because she was super talented. She was qualified. That's no question about it. Maria Taylor is qualified and at the talent to be the host of the NBA Countdown, and she does a really good job. She's just a little bit better than Rachel Nichols. I mean, that's just plain and simple. But Rachel Nichols, like I said, she's a talent too, and done a lot of different things too. So that's what my thing is. If Rachel Nichols had some beef, she should have went to upper management.
Yeah, and big shout out to ESPN for giving Michaela Andrews an opportunity to be the
Michaela Andrews.
She's another great talent out there. Everybody should take notice. Michaela Andrews, she works hard every day. She's one of the best, and her sister is up and coming too. Kendra Andrews, she works in the NBA too. So both sisters are working hard, and but like I said, kudos to ESPN for giving Michaela her chance, and she's doing a great job, and hopefully, like I said, Rachel Nichols does a apology to Maria Taylor in person. So
yeah, and then in the story, it was I guess Rachel Nichols said she reached out to Maria Taylor a couple of times, but Maria Taylor, like I agree with Ms. Mocha. Maria Taylor doesn't need to address anything really because she's done nothing wrong. Yeah. Maria Taylor hasn't done anything, and now they're trying to make her out to be the bad guy because there's this story comes out, but before that they were talking about the story of Maria Taylor's a diva. She's asking for all this money. She asked for Stephen A. Smith money, which we haven't heard any of that. And I think that's just something that leaked out to make Maria Taylor look like the bad guy. But in all honesty, Rachel Nichols was the bad guy. I think all she needs to do, like you said, just apologize, move on. Yes, there's always competition, and with the whole media, they always put women against each other, which they got to stop doing. There's enough time, there's enough money, there's enough platform for everybody to share, and that, especially ESPN, the biggest company that is. But yeah, it's to me, it's all about upper management. They dropped the ball on this, and all. So I think they definitely that needs to be addressed, and we'll see what happens with this story. I know now it's moving on because you said Malika Andrews now has Malika Andrews has taken over the sideline reporting, which I think is amazing because she does an excellent job too. So we'll see what happens with this story. We'll see what happens with Rachel Nichols and see if Maria Taylor, if she resigns with ESPN. I think those are the two things.
Here's another name. Here's another name that everybody needs to listen to, take notice of. Monica McNutt, who I had on the show a couple weeks ago. She is amazing. It was an honor talking to her. She deserves her opportunity to be a sideline host at some point. So
yes, I totally agree. Totally agree with that. Monica McNutt. There's a lot of super talented women in the media, sports and news media, just in general. So that's a wrap for the show. Yeah. And just wanted to thank you again, Nathan, for coming on as well. I know you, like I said, enjoy your grandparents and family. Let everyone know what you got coming up. Do you got anything coming up today? What you got coming up in the next couple of days on your podcast?
Yeah. So So I just want to say, Courtney, thank you again for having me on the show. This has been awesome, and we're definitely going to get you on the show at some point. And again, and so I got coming up. So tomorrow we're interviewing this 9-year-old kid. He's a hooper and a reporter, up and coming reporter. He's a great basketball player. 9-year-old Davion Anderson. I'm really looking forward to this interview. He has an inspiring family, and by the way, he's got the Suns in 6. So. For his prediction, but we're having him on the show tomorrow. And this week, we're working on this week. Actually, Tuesday, we're having former MLB second baseman Jeff Fry on, and then we're still working on during the week. But like I said, this week we're gonna have shows here and there. But I think when I go visit my friends, we're gonna be partying, clubbing, and hopefully just relaxing. And but we're gonna do shows here and there for the 3 weeks. And but still, I want to go see my friends, family, and go party. So
no doubt. T-Rod says be safe out there and everything, clubbing and partying in Florida. But let everyone know where they can reach you or find, because I know you're always looking for guests too. So let them know where they can find their show and reach you on social media and the podcast.
Yeah, you guys can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Spotify, all the other podcast platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn too, even Linktree. We're on Linktree now, if everybody knows about that, and Spreaker, obviously, and our Twitter, Instagram handle is the NR _. Go follow us on there. But like I said, we're grinding every day. Like I said, I have a great team around me, and you guys are part of it too. And thank you for all the support with our team and the show. And we're just going to keep going, keep hustling, and see where it goes.
Definitely. And you got a media strategist now too. Didn't you just hire like a social media strategist and things like that?
Apparently, it's still in the works, but hopefully soon. So
yeah. Okay. All right. Well, keep on the lookout for Nathan and all the things he's got going on, all the great work and all that. So keep grinding, man. I know you do excellent work every day, and best of luck to everything, and stay safe out there. And I'll talk to you real soon. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you again, and go check out our yesterday's shows. We had Albert Hainsworth on, former NFL defensive tackle. Everybody knows him. I know, obviously. And then also yesterday we had Jamie Council. She's a talented reporter out of Washington, near Seattle area, tri-state area. So go check her out. Go check out Albert's interview with us and Jamie's interview with Courtney. You should definitely reach out to both of them to come on your show. They're awesome.
I definitely will, man. Thanks a lot. And again, thank you for taking the time coming on the show, and stay safe, man. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, have fun. Enjoy the fights tonight, and good luck on your next show.
Yeah, thank you, man. All right, have a good one.
Thank you.